You walk into the office, grab your coffee, and you're ready to tackle the day's goals. But before you can even find your chair, an employee intercepts you to complain about a teammate. Your natural instinct is to help them out. You want the group to get along, so you listen, nod sympathetically, and promise to go talk to the other person to smooth things over. In the moment, this feels like excellent management. You are being attentive, responsive, and supportive of your staff. But by stepping in, you trade your actual priorities to become a full-time firefighter, rushing from one interpersonal flare-up to the next, all while your real work piles up. Your well-intentioned attempt to be the helpful middleman is the exact mechanism that fuels endless, unresolved office tension. This diagram illustrates the geometry of office conflict. Every complaint maps out to a structure built on 3 distinct points. Point A is you, the leader, listening to the grievance. Point B is the messenger, the team member bringing their frustration to your desk. When the messenger brings a complaint, they are usually focused entirely on the target's behavior. It is much easier to judge a colleague's mistakes than to acknowledge how our own actions might be contributing to the friction. Finally, we have point C, the target. This is the coworker who committed the perceived offense. As long as these 3 individuals remain independent, the conflict stays localized. The systemic threat only begins when you decide how to connect them. The gossip triangle forms the exact moment you leave your office to speak to the target on behalf of the messenger. Immediately, the target gets defensive. They realize conversations are happening behind their back, fracturing their trust. Meanwhile, the messenger is inadvertently trained they never have to navigate tough conversations because you step in for them. The true flaw is at the base. The 2 people who have the problem never speak directly. By completing the circuit, you bypass the only conversation that can actually solve the problem. This traps all 3 parties in a cycle of he said, she said gossip. To break this cycle, you must change your role. You can no longer be the messenger. You must act as the gatekeeper who controls the flow of conflict. Your test happens the exact second an employee walks in and starts a sentence with, "Can you believe what Taylor just did?" Hold your ground and refuse to step into their drama. Instead, redirect them to have that conversation directly. When you refuse to act as the bridge, the gossip triangle becomes impossible to build, collapsing into a single, direct line of communication. Over time, this starves office gossip of the oxygen it needs to survive. Petty arguments fade out on their own, and mutual trust among your team grows. Avoiding the middle of a conflict is not ignoring your team. It is the most effective way to reclaim your time, eliminate workplace drama, and force your group to grow into highly capable communicators.